When you walk through Oude Noorden, what do you see? A place in motion between history and change. We begin our walk through Oude Noorden, an older quarter of Rotterdam that moves at its own pace. Most streets are narrow, lined with rows of old houses. On Zwartjandstraat, one of the main shopping streets, you'll find many international faces. Some narrow streets with heavy parking feel less comfortable. A young Chinese female immigrant who owns a clothing store said parking here is difficult. And the streets haven't improved much over the years. An elderly male immigrant resident we interviewed told us Oude Noorden used to have a wider variety of shops. While many new shops have opened now, the clothing, groceries, and other products they sell are highly similar, reducing the retail diversity. I feel really regretful about that, he added. Streets like Zwartjandstraat and Noordplein feel young and creative, filled with studios and local shops that are especially busy during free time. A middle-aged Surinamese Dutch female resident complained to us, the buses stopped early, and there aren't enough green spaces here. As we continue walking, we start to notice how people move through and use the streets and public spaces in their daily lives. Pijnakerplein is one of the few green areas families rest there, and children play after school. It also hosts the annual Rotterdam Bluegrass Festival, held every June since 2009. Is one of the most vibrant moments of the year for the neighborhood. On Zogmolenkade, people sit by the water. The cafes and terraces are popular during free time. Around Rotterdam's Hoofdmarkt, there are many benches where people stop for a rest. On Saturdays, the local market fills the square with food stalls and visitors. It's one of the main places for leisure and community gatherings in this area. When we passed a tattoo studio, we interviewed 3 young employees. They believe Oude Noorden has a strong multicultural atmosphere and is vibrant, with lower rent than in the city center. Every neighborhood tells a story of people, movement, and change. Let's take a quick look at how Oude Noorden has changed from farmland to city streets over the past 2 centuries. In the 18th century, Oude Noorden was farmland drained by windmills. Around 1860, Rose's single-plan added canals and green boulevards. After decline in the mid-1900s, residents spoke up, leading to 1970s projects that improved housing, streets, and daily life. In the 2000s, the old prison became to Van Noord, linking past and present. Today, Oude Noorden is a diverse district shaped by history and community. We interviewed a cafe owner who has run his place here for 30 years. He said, the streets have lost some of their old charm and diversity. And garbage often piles up beside the bins because of free dumping, laziness. We need fees, cameras, and patrols to fix it. As Oude Noorden changes, its future depends on those who move through and those who stay. A young Chinese cashier at a store said, I hope more visitors come. More tourists would help local shops like ours survive. Others worry that too much tourism could make the area lose its local soul, like Amsterdam. Many also mention everyday concerns, better waste management, easier parking, safer streets, more space for bicycles, additional green areas. And many hope to see improvements in the frequency and routes of public transportation. Despite different opinions, everyone shares a sense of attachment. People know this area is not perfect, but it feels like home, familiar, diverse, and changing at its own pace. Oude Noorden continues to evolve, shaped by the people who move through it and those who choose to stay. The story of Oude Noorden is still being written in every street and every shop. Oude Noorden, a place in motion between history and change. Thank you for watching.